So a lot of us were never taught how to understand our emotions. We were taught how to get rid of them. A hard emotion shows up and the instinct is to fix it, to push through, to stay busy, to numb it, to escape it somehow, or to take it out on something else. And we actually get really good at this. The problem is when we constantly escape or avoid a feeling, it doesn't get the chance to move through you and you don't get the chance to experience it. It keeps it there, building, and over time you lose the ability to just simply be with how you feel. So let's talk about what these emotions are actually doing, because none of them are problems that actually needs to be solved. So I'm going to focus on 4 emotions, the ones that I see people struggle with most in my clinical work. But keep this in mind because what I'm about to say applies to nearly everything you feel. Let's talk about anger first, because anger is often a very difficult emotion that a lot of people avoid. So when it comes to anger, we're taught that anger is dangerous, something to manage, suppress, apologize for. But at the core of the emotion, anger is a boundary information. It shows up when something important to you has been violated or disrespected. And what's interesting is that the people who struggle most with anger are not feeling too much of it. They're actually the ones who've learned early on that anger wasn't allowed. So it either turns inward or it explodes outward. And that's not an emotion problem. That's what happens when a signal gets ignored long enough. Fear works the same way. Your brain is scanning for threats, doing exactly what it was designed to do. The difficulty is it can't always distinguish between actual danger and something that simply feels dangerous because it resembles something that is painful, possibly from your past. The thing is, you're not overreacting. You're actually pattern matching. And the more you avoid what triggers it, the more convincing that threat feels, because you haven't given your brain the chance to learn otherwise. Now, grief is the one people most want to fast forward through. There's this deep pressure to get over it, move on, or find closure. But grief isn't a problem with a solution. It's the process of integrating a loss into who you are now, attempting to avoid it, stay busy, not letting yourself experience it. That doesn't shrink the grief. It just delays it, and it makes it heavier. You don't get over a loss. You learn to carry it as you move forward differently. And underneath most of the avoiding that we experience, underneath the numbing, underneath the fixing, underneath the staying busy is shame. And shame is basically the quiet belief that feeling this way means something is fundamentally wrong with you. Shame is what makes emotions feel dangerous rather than just uncomfortable. It's why people don't talk about what they're actually struggling with. And it's almost always the thing that we first work through in therapy. Because you can't build self-compassion or self-awareness and get curious about a feeling you believe makes you defective. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Your emotions, all of them, including the ones that feels unbearable, are not character flaws. There's nothing wrong with you. They're not signs that something is broken in you. They are valuable information about your experience in life. They are your inner world trying to tell you something about what matters, what hurts, and what needs attention. The moment you stop treating them as problems to fix and start treating them as signals worth understanding, that's when they actually start to move. That's where healing begins.